Well, here it is. I am finally finishing the Bartram Trail. I'm currently up on top of Cheoah Bald, which is the northernmost terminus of the trail in North Carolina. And I got here from getting dropped off at Cheoah Gap on the Appalachian Trail. And I hiked about 6 miles up to the top of here. Had a really cool sunset and sunrise, but it is windy and it is cold up here. I kind of knew that going into this because usually camping on top of a mountain means it's going to be cold. But I am about to start hiking on the Bartram Trail and heading south towards Nantahala Lake. And I'm excited to see this section of the trail. So this is where the Bartram Trail dead ends with the AT. There used to be a sign that said Bartram Trail on here, but I'm going that way. Probably can't tell from the video, but that last section was steep. I am glad that I came down Cheoah Bald from this side instead of going up it. So south is a good idea, but kind of was hard on my knees. But now I'm at this like old road crossing that goes up that way, but the trail is going across the creek. Following Ledbetter Creek. This section's really pretty, nice and open. Look at that. Beautiful. The lower in elevation I go, the more rhododendrons there are. This trail is routed through a bunch of cool places, and it's really awesome that I get to come and see them. Just stopped at Ledbetter Creek Camp to just take a little break, get some water here at the creek. There's campsites pretty much abundantly around here, so it'd be a cool place to camp, but I've only gone about 4 miles and I want to go a bit further than that before I call it for the day. The environment has changed so much in the past mile or so. Coming down from Cheoah, it was nice and open, and I was following the creek, and I've been following the creek for about 4.5 miles, and then just constant descending. So then I got to the bottom, climbed up a little bit, and now I'm back up in the mountains in these rhododendron tunnels. Nantahala River,
The trail's been rerouted due to some construction. So I'm walking on this busy highway for the next like mile. Stopped for lunch to put my feet up and eat a little bit. I gotta go climb up over Rattlesnake Knob, but first I gotta go to this little surge tank up here. I'm by a energy plant and I'm about to climb up there and then try to find some place to camp for the night. I passed a guy that was through hiking the Bartram Trail, and he said that the place that I intended on camping tonight had a bunch of widowmakers up in the trees. So that doesn't make me feel great. So I'm just gonna kind of play my campsite by ear and see how I feel. Short little climb up to the top of this and just kind of go around it. So since the tree, I've been climbing up this gravel road that's been pretty steady, not too steep, just long, and came to this, which is way bigger than the first one. Apparently this is a Verizon wireless antenna site, but I'm about to be back on trail, climbing up and like around Rattlesnake Knob. On tonight's menu, we have instant potatoes with bacon bits. So I made it to Piercy Creek Campground. This is where that guy said there were a bunch of widowmakers. And there are definitely a bunch of dead trees that are still like standing up. I'm not too worried about it because it's not windy, and I can see why he was concerned about it because it was really windy last night. So I'm set up a little further back from most of them, but I feel fine. Did about 12 miles to get here, and then tomorrow I'm going to do about 9 miles. So that'll set me up to go up and over Wyabald on Wednesday, and it'll be exciting.